Hello and welcome to this edition of Denthead Gaming. As always, I am your host Dent, and in this episode I play some Rocket League with my girlfriend's son. Enjoy the carnage. Alright, let's go ahead and get into it. So, my girlfriend's son, his name's Alex, he's an awesome kid, and he's really good at Rocket League, and he's actually just getting back into it. He used to be even better than he is right now, but he and I were just running some online games together, and it just so happens we won 3 in a row, and we had a lot of fun. So on the left, that's him, and on the right is me. I don't blame you guys one bit if you watch the left side of the screen more than you watch the right side, because kid's got some talent, and he loves being in the air and having a lot of fun, whereas I play a lot more reserved, and I stick to the ground a lot more. Anyway, I learned a lot from this experience just watching him. I learned a lot about why I don't like to get in the air as much as I do, and why, and I learned a little bit of ball control, and I definitely learned how good communication is between two teammates, because throughout these 3 games here, you'll notice that we get synchronized a lot quicker when the match starts. So no one scored a point yet, and we're about a minute into this match already, and no one scored. And it's kind of funny because I think this is the longest during all the matches that we actually went without scoring a goal between all 3 matches. So that's kind of funny if you think about it. So this is our first game we played together online. We did do a couple of warm-up scrimmages, but we weren't even facing each other. We were just goofing off in training and having a good day. So and then he suggested we play online and just have some fun. So he was just playing ranked earlier today, and he hit gold, and I believe I'm silver. So even the game agrees that he is better than me. Granted, I've never really played ranked in Rocket League, but I have the silver dragon somehow. I have no idea how I got it. I just randomly got it one day. But anyway, so I hope you guys enjoy this video. There's no real communication that you can actually hear, but you'll just notice throughout that we play better and we're more synchronized, and we're better at calling out, like when we're centering the ball. I really kind of wish I saved the audio between he and I, because he played really well, and he coordinated really well, which is, you know, it's just a kind of a testament to how good of a kid he is, and just how much he really likes this game. So I'm glad I had the opportunity to play with him, and I'm really glad I get to immortalize this on my YouTube channel. Look at that shot. See that right there? That shot. Watch this replay. It's so clean. This is what I'm talking about him being better than me. Like, right here, I would not have went up for that ball and forced it in there like that, but he just went right in there. He did a little twirl in there and make it seem really good. Scored the first point of the game. So happy for him. He does a lot of flips. He does a lot more flips than I do to try to conserve his boost more. You'll notice, like, throughout this whole thing that he conserves his boost better than I do, and he's in the air more often than I am. It's because he does more flips than I do. So yeah, and he's so much more accurate with ball handling than me, and right there. So it was going in, and he actually got it past the first defender, and the second defender came in there and accidentally bumped it in. Just got slightly on the wrong side of the ball, but it was on its way in, and it double bounced off the opponent, which is just amazing. Like, that's really good ball control. So I tried just bouncing it in off the get-go right there, and it didn't work out. You know, it got deflected. So you can obviously tell I'm lost, because he's tracking the ball way better than I am. He's actually on the ball, and I'm like, I'm just going to go to goal and try to keep it safe. So right there, I went for a clear, or I went for a shot actually, but it turned into a clear because it was way off target. And he complimented me right there, which I thought was cute. So right there, I set it up for a shot, bounced it off the wall. I thought I was taking the shot, but luckily he had the angle afterwards. So right here, I take the shot and I miss, and it bounces off the side, and he's just in perfect position. So just pokes it right into the goal. So that's 3 goals now, and I've scored none. And this kid's so awesome. I love playing with him. He's so good at this game. I know, obviously, you know, he and I aren't pros, but we do have a lot of fun when we play together. And it just seems like the Rocket League community right now is, especially where we're at for level wise, it's just there's plenty of people to go against. You know, we didn't really go against the same people the whole time. We sort of we sort of had a variety of people to go against, which was really nice. I can't remember off the top of my head if we had any rematches in this video or not, but like I said, we got 3 wins in a row here, and I just want you... Right there, that was kind of funny. He hit me into the ball. He pool shot me, which was kind of hilarious. Without him, I wouldn't even made it over to the ball in time, but he's pushed me into it, so I thought that was great. So, yeah, just look at the... You can tell right here the difference in our play style. See, I'm just over here like, I'm going to guard goal, you know, I'm going to try to deflect the ball, and I'm here to just kind of save and get the ball away from the goal. He actually chases it here, and I'm just kind of guarding goal. So that's the difference between he and I. He's a lot more aggressive, and he's got a lot better ball control. His strategy in here, he's pretty smart when it comes to strategy as well. So right here, he gets a nice shot on goal, but it's just slightly off target. Yeah, he openly admitted to me on comms. He's all like, "Oh, I can't believe I missed that one," and I don't know. He really likes this. Right there, he actually called out a pass. So, but he bumped it a little too hard. He's really good and really mature about, you know, when he's what he's communicating and when he communicates it. So, and in case anyone's wondering, he's 11. So yeah, he's one of those 11-year-olds that would put me into the ground if I played against him. So that was our first win right there. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna cut right into the countdown for the next one. So here's in our second game, the very start here. We get a pretty bad start, so we lose the kickoff. But I actually make a play right here. You notice that I kind of got a little more aggressive here, right in this opening, because I was watching him play, and it just kind of motivated me to be better. Right there, I see them miss the ball, and I went straight in for the shot. So scored the first point of the game within the first 17 seconds. So I get a little bit more aggressive just because I've been watching him and seeing what he does. And right there, he actually blocked for me. I don't know if you guys saw that. He did a flip and blocked the other person so I could take the shot. All right, so after that goal, we went ahead and did the kickoff again. I stayed back, you know, my usual really conservative gameplay. So right there, you saw me hit the ball. I actually barely tapped it, and I wanted to hammer that ball home. It just didn't happen. I was kind of laughing at myself. Yeah, he and I were sitting next to each other, and I was kind of laughing that I barely tapped it right there. And he forgave me. He was like, "It's cool, I got it." And then he went in and cleared it for me, which is kind of entertaining. Right here, I try to stop it, but I don't do anything. So you can obviously tell like who is the better player because he's forgiving my mistakes, not vice versa. And he's a third of my age, so. I've been playing video games longer than he's been alive, and he's forgiving my mistakes, which is I find that funny. So I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but he likes to do off the wall stuff, and he's pretty good at it. He does it throughout this video many times, and he's usually there to pick up the slack where I mess up. So like right there, I missed the ball, and he was right there to try to take the shot for me. He was actually babysitting me, which I thought was pretty hilarious. So as this match progresses, I believe one of the guys quit here after this next goal. Now right here, watch his side of the screen for the block. This is an incredible block. So I miss right here, and he comes down from above. I had no idea how that didn't go in, and he was like, I got it, and he called it out. That was a really cool block. I'd never seen that done before. So like from the top, just come down and slice. I thought that was cool. All right. So I believe, yep. So we're both right there, ready to take the shot, but I called it, so he backed off, which is what a good teammate does. And then right there, the other guy on the orange team quit. See, we were both right there for the shot, and I told him to back off, and he did. So good, definitely a good teammate there. All right, I'm taking the next kickoff here, and this is actually right here. This setup is one of my favorite ways to start. Except for this guy blocks it, and I'm so mad. That was a CPU that blocked it. That's one of my favorite starts. Just a diagonal knock and then a ricochet, and then watch. We actually fight. We actually fight for this one. Like we just watch us fight for this one. It's kind of funny. But believe it or not, the CPU is just they're so good with their blocks when they want to be, but then when they don't want to be, they are like some of the worst players in the game. So there Alex goes trying to get an off the wall shot, and he does pretty well. Right here we ran into a little bit of lag. He goes ahead and pokes it in, but I was getting ready to hammer it into the goal there. And that's the third point of the game. See right there, you notice the lag, and then he just turns around and pokes it in. But I was there, ready to back him up, and that's what teammates are for. So here goes the kickoff. I go for the boost pad, and Alex goes for the kickoff. So we do lose this kickoff, but I'm quick to redirect it to the other side of the field. Yeah, so right there, I was actually calling him to go to center, but I never got a hold of the ball. But luckily, the orange team heater, the CPU, kind of bumped it in the right direction anyway, and he had already been set up. So that goes back down to that whole communication thing and letting them know when to get ready and when not to. So he's closer, so I'm going to hang back again, just kind of grab the boost pad and see how this unfolds. And he almost cuts it straight past the first defender and into the goal. And I'm there to kind of pick up get the ball into a redirection. And he goes for a shot right there. And it was a good shot, but it's just slightly wide. So I'm back to my usual, guard the goal position, whereas he's out there fighting for it. I missed that right there, and I thought it was going in, but he actually called out to me and said, no, I got it, no worries. He's trying his fancy flying stuff. Now I have no idea how he does that, but he's pretty good at it when he wants to be, that's for sure. And then, so right here, I'm right there I take a shot, he passed it, he called it to me, and I took the shot, and it was just wide. So, again, I'm apologizing to the 11-year-old. So right here, I kind of notice the ball's getting away from him when I'm in ball cam, so I just go ahead and give it a tail flick and redirect it towards the goal. I go for one of his jump shots, but I'm not good enough to get it. And then he promptly redirects and shows me how it's done right here. He goes for the flick, or the poke, and then he flies in and slams it in there. Yeah, that's good instruction, good instruction. So I tried to do it, but I wasn't quite good enough. But just watch his method. He pokes it, and then he jumps up and just slides it right around the defender there. Just perfectly glides it in. All right, so I'm closer, so I'm going to go ahead and take the ball here. And I completely missed right there. I called it out to him immediately. I'm like, dude, I completely missed. And he's like, wow, okay. He was kind of making fun of me. I thought it was great. But what a fly-in shot here. Just like completely gets airborne and guides it directly in. Just, wow, tremendous play. I believe this was an aerial, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because last time he bumped it, it was over the goal over the horizontal post. So that's pretty cool. Good on him. So right here, he's taking it because he knows if I take it, I'll miss. Actually, it's just because he's closer to me. But so again, I'm trying to get fancy and get in the air. I'm trying to play a little bit more like him because I know it's probably in my favor to play a little bit more aggressively than what I do because I play really away from really kind of like laid back and like really chill. And if I was to get a little bit more aggressive, it'd probably be better for my teammates. So right there, I thought they snuck one past me. I was kind of in a panic trying to get to the other side. But we do end up beating these guys 6-0. So I don't want to spoil it here and give away the ending, but we win. Right there, they almost would have made a shot if the timer didn't run out. And of course, we go ahead and give them the GGs, and I'm going to go ahead and cut to the third and final match for this video. All right, so right here, I notice I'm closer, so I go for the kickoff. I hit it up, and then I go for a little redirect and pop it into goal. So we scored a goal first 5 seconds. So you guys can obviously see that these first shots are getting faster and faster. The opening shots each match are getting faster and faster. We didn't even watch the replay. We knew what happened. And right here, he goes for it, and I go for guarding goal. All right, so right here, it gets away from the orange team, so I go ahead and get in there as quick as possible. I split them, so I cut through the two, and then I move in for a shot. And right there, I kind of stopped just late. If I would have been back a little bit further, I've been able to recover that a lot better. Right here, that was kind of funny. I was like, oh, I just accidentally knocked it towards goal. And he called it out saying he got it. And then after that, he was like, yeah, good pass. So a little bit of sarcasm there. And then he took it up the wall and put it right in the goal. Just incredible that he's been on this planet a third as long as I have. And I've been playing games for twice as long as he's been alive, and he's still better at video games than me. I find that baffling. All right, so I get the kickoff here. I tried to go for the diagonal cut, but I didn't quite give it enough to where it would bounce. So I just kind of go for keeping the ball on their side. I fail, and then teammate picks it up. After he picks it up, it gives me enough time to reposition, and I go ahead and cut it past the first guy. And then with all the momentum I had, I was able to pop it in for a side shot here. So I'll go ahead and skip this replay because we don't really need to see it. So next play that we come into, he's taking the shot, and there goes his. He really loves to do diagonal lunges forward. Like he does them, and he does them so quickly. And he told me he likes to do it because he can not only go relatively forward, but he can use boost while he's doing it, so he gets extra speed. So that's really cool. That's something I need to work on. Right back there, I took a shot on goal, and what a save by the other team. Like, I thought I had that, and I did not. They just took it from me. So right here, we get kind of nervous because it's right by our goal, and we both miss. And luckily, he's there to kind of pick it up and bring it out of the way. All right, he bobbles it just a little bit, but enough to keep it slightly on target. Right here, I asked him to tap it, but the other team comes in too quickly and takes the ball from him. So right here, I'm just kind of panicking, trying to get back to goal so we can maintain our lead. I go up for it. We both miss, but look at the recovery by him. He landed on the wall and then cut it back, and now he's all the way back across the field, while I'm just kind of like watching, like, wow, how'd you do that? It gets stolen from him right here, so I obviously go back to goal because that's, force of habit. That's just how I play. I miss right there, and I cost us our first. Cost us the first one. I do go ahead and compliment them on their shot because he was able to sneak it right past me. I don't know how I didn't see that one coming, but it just happens. So right here, I'm going to go ahead and take the kickoff, and hopefully I can get it one. I do. I really want to get one of the diagonal off the side walls here, but I couldn't quite get the right angle. So I ended up and I was also out of boost, so I made sure to grab me some boost. So I noticed that it's centering, so I want to go ahead and get the ball out of here, and I go ahead and clear it a little bit, but it's picked up immediately, and Alex goes ahead and gets the block. So he's going for an off-the-wall shot. I tried to come in for a flying shot, and we both miss. He accidentally redirects it towards our goal, so we both kind of come in like trying to get that ball out of here. And, of course, he plays defender while I go goalie, and I miss right here. Alex goes in and clears it across to the other side of the field, and I'm back at goal again because this is my this is my home. I feel like I really do play too conservatively, and I accidentally bump him there. I didn't realize that he and I were fighting for the ball, and we kind of laughed. I kind of laughed at it, my mistake here. So I was actually fighting him to get away from the ball. I missed right here, and he didn't have time to turn around. They blocked their own shot there. I don't know if you guys caught that, but they actually blocked their own shot on our goal, which was pretty funny. We were kind of laughing about that. Right there, I didn't realize that it had redirected towards our goal. So I was playing goalie, and I thought right here that Alex was going to be able to get it around that guy, but it just cut over, and I tried to slice it and get it out of goal, but I hit it on the wrong side of the ball and actually hit it more in than it would have been. So I go ahead and take the kickoff here. It's 3-2. We're still having a good game. There's a minute and 30 left. We just got to play good defense, and we'll be good. That's what we're thinking. I reckon goal here, and they take a shot, and it just barely slips past him. So now I'm like, okay, 3-3. Let's see what we can do here. Let's try to not let this go into overtime because that's no fun when the games last way too long. So right here, Alex is going to go ahead and take it. He does his diagonal jump, which gets him to the ball really quickly, and it redirects. I go ahead and clear it across field. I'm waiting for it to bounce just right. I come in for a shot, and it fails. But it's important to note that right there where I was going to take that shot because you'll see some similarities with the final shot taken of the match. So right here, did you guys see that shot from Alex? It said what a save, and he was like right on the wall. It actually had just the right trajectory to hit the other side. See right there, see that shot? It's basically the same shot I set myself up for the first time, except for I was able to bounce it directly in the corner and get it as an aerial shot rather than a dead-on shot. I'm sorry, not an aerial shot, but a flying-in shot. So that right there is 4-3. So now all we got to do is just play good defense, right? For 50 more seconds. Just good defense is all we're kind of hoping for here. All right. So Alex goes in for a shot there, and it's just slightly off target. I know that shot was towards goal, and that was like a last-ditch effort bouncing it up into the air like that. I was like, oh gosh, please no. So right here, I'm really panicking. I got adrenaline pounding through my veins. I'm having a good time. But if you look at Alex, he's just really calm, and he takes a shot on goal like, yeah, whatever, I got this. And I'm panicking. It's so funny to see the difference. Like, with him sitting next to me, he's just kind of got this little grin on his face, and meanwhile, I'm wiping the sweat off my forehead and trying to keep my palms dry, and he's just like, yeah, whatever, I'm just having a nice, friendly game, whatever. So that just goes to show you the difference in our skill levels. He gets a final shot block there and then redirects the ball to hit the ground. And then with that, that's our third game in a row that we won. I had so much fun doing this. It was a lot of fun. If you guys enjoyed the carnage, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. And as always, I look forward to seeing you all out in the field.